And welcome to or welcome back to Books and Crannies,
a book lovers podcast.
Wow, pow.
Ba-da-da-da-doo. Na-na-na-na-na.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-do.
You're welcome for that jingle.
So,
We said we'd do it.
we did.
Were you holding your breath? Waiting?
I was.
I know you were. You can breathe now.
I can't.
Oh. Anyway, I'm Danielle.
I am Sarah.
Yeah, and it's a new week.
Yeah, it
Friendos.
is. A new episode.
That's right. And we're rippity wrapping up Good Old Red Rising by Pierce Brown.
Yeah, we are. Chapters 33 through the end.
Refer to the sign
Wow,
above our
wow,
head if you're on
wow.
YouTube. Whoa, 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 wow.
Wow.
And I really freaking enjoyed myself with this book.
I did too. As much as I could have, I think.
Yeah, I know you're reading it in a slump time.
Yeah.
And it's a Chewy boy.
Yeah, I feel like this was a really bad time for me to read this book.
Fair, honestly. It was dense for me to get through, and I have not been slumpy.
I hate being in Slompy.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I do.
It's the worst place.
It's bad. Slumptown, USA.
Yeah, because, like, I want to read.
Yeah.
But, like, nothing is slapping. Nothing's
Nothing
good.
is slapping.
And then I
Well-
sit down to read, and I'm like, I have so many other things I could be thinking about right now.
Yeah.
And that's what I think about while I'm reading. And then I'm like, 20 pages later, I'm like, what just happened?
Who?
Where am I?
That's fair.
I will say this section was a little easier for me to get through than the last two.
Yeah, I felt like it was fast paced. I mean, we
Yeah.
met the climax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Winky,
Although-
winky jokes.
Although by the end of it, I was again like, what? What's happening?
Well, that's okay. We'll talk about it and probably piece it together.
I hope so.
I hope so. But before we do that, how are you? How you doing, lady?
Well, I'm fine.
Yeah?
Last time someone asked me that, I cried. So
Oh, shit. Are you going to cry right now?
maybe.
Please don't. I love you.
No, I'll try not to.
Okay.
I'm fine. I don't really know what's wrong with me, except that I'm overly tired because this was a week from hell.
Yeah.
But
Just
I'm here.
busy?
Busy. I haven't been sleeping very good. I had an insane weekend where I was like up till 4 one night and then woke up at 9 the next day and just went all day.
Gross.
But yeah, I got a lot of shit done this weekend.
That's good.
This last weekend.
Yeah.
So
At least there's that.
there's that.
It would maybe worth it in the long run.
Maybe.
After you recover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And give me like another month and it'll all be done hopefully. And then-
Yay.
yeah. Last night I was sitting on the couch with my dog and I was scrolling through TikTok and saw a video that made me sob about my dog.
Oh, no.
And ever since then I've been spontaneously sobbing. It like opened the floodgates and now I can't stop. So
You got the spontaneous sob disease.
yeah.
Okay.
And I last night sat there for like 45 minutes, I kid you not, like sobbing uncontrollably.
No.
And I could not stop.
You needed it. You needed the release for whatever reason.
Yeah. And then one of my dogs tripped me this morning and I am in pain. My back hurts. It has for weeks now. And my hip started hurting like really, really bad a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And every once in a while I like take a step that I almost fall because my hip hurts so bad.
I hate that shit.
But anyways, my dog tripped me this morning and I like tweaked my hip and sobbed about it.
Ugh.
We were like leaving the house to go get Halloween candy and I sobbed all the way to the store.
Oh, Sarah. I'm sorry to be sobby.
It's fine.
I hate hip pain.
It's real bad.
Pregnancy did a number on me hips.
I
And
I
birth,
believe
I
it.
guess.
believe it.
Yeah, they have not been the same ever since.
Yeah.
And some days I'm just like, whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
It's fucked.
Yeah. It's you like need those things
I know.
to
It
be
affects,
active, you know?
yeah, it affects so much of your movement.
Yeah.
Walking especially.
Yeah, dude. And like
And-
I have a job where I'm on my feet all day and I'm at
Yeah.
work trying to cut hair and almost falling in the middle of haircuts because I step wrong and it tweaks my hip.
That's
like
no
it's not good.
Not good at all.
It's real bad.
Yeah.
And my back has been hurting for weeks now, and the hip pain is like radiating into the back now too, and it's all connecting, and it's just
It's a hot mess.
It's bad news.
I'm sorry. I hope it lets up soon.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Anyways.
how are you? Any spontaneous sobbing this week?
No spontaneous sobbing. Can't say that happened to me.
Well, that's good.
But I'm pretty good. I'm tired. It's been a long week. And although our Halloween special came out multiple weeks ago, today's Halloween.
It only came out. Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
And, well, yeah. So this week I did Halloween-related activities with my daughter and the kid I nanny.
Yeah.
Went to the aquarium.
Wow.
Which was cool. They did a little Halloween festival, which just meant that there were employees dressed up handing out candy every so often.
Naturally.
Yeah. So
was your daughter afraid of them like she was afraid of the mermaid at the zoo?
she was not.
Oh, that's good.
And she said, "Tuck, tuck." So translated means trick or treat.
Oh, I gotcha.
Obviously.
I was like, was she tickling them? That's weird.
No, she said trick or treat a couple times.
Got it.
Yeah, it's been a fun week. It's just been tiring as normal, but I'm vibing.
Great.
I'm
I
doing
really
all
liked
right.
our trick-or-treating adventure earlier.
Yeah, we
to
took
the whole 5 houses. It was really fun.
Took my 17, almost 17, no, she is 17-month-old now, daughter trick-or-treating. So that just meant going to see the neighbors that love her.
Yeah.
And having her get snacks.
Yep.
Snacks, guys. Snacks.
And she carried her bucket real cute. So
yeah, she was holding it out all high in front of her.
for you YouTube people, you can see.
And then she'd be like, "Mommy, snacks? You want more?" Yes. Yeah, it was really cute. And she dressed as Hedwig. I think you knew that. I've been ranting about that costume for some time.
Yeah, we've talked about it a few times.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to complain about.
Good.
Yeah, dude. But
Well, I'm over here just complaining about everything, and you're like, it's great.
I'm really sleepy. It's not the same, though.
I promise I'm not whiny.
And my knees hurt all the time.
Dude.
My knees are so bad these days.
My knees have gotten bad, too, and I think it's because of my back.
Yeah.
Because, like, now going down the stairs just in the last week, I'm like, ow! It's like I'm favoring my
Your knees?
back, and so my knees are aching because of it. I don't know. But, man, it hurts.
Yeah, my knees have felt swollen every so often. And I also have an arthritic elbow from that one time
Yeah.
that I broke it.
Yeah.
You know the time.
I do.
And the weather's changing.
Uh-huh.
We're headed into winter here soon in Colorado.
For sure.
And my LB's been pissed.
Yeah.
So I
My
got
ankle.
that going for me.
My ankle, too.
Yeah.
I broke my ankle 2 summers in a row, and so, you know.
Yeah.
It
messed
says,
up.
pressure change.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn into a golf ball? Basketball.
Africa?
Africa.
We talked about your ankle last week.
We did. Because it swolled up.
It swolled up. It got swole.
It said, cold weather incoming. Africa.
Yeah, it's been chilly this week.
It's been so nice.
We got a little bit of a cold snap.
I
No snow
love it.
yet, though.
No.
Unlike our Coloradan childhood,
Yeah.
where
we
we
had
used to
to
dump like 4-foot blizzards
Yeah.
before Halloween.
We had to plan our Halloween costumes around our winter coats
I
because it
know.
was so cold on Halloween.
Yeah. I know. No snow yet, friends.
No.
Update. But any freaking hoodle woodles. I mean, it may have snowed by the time you hear this episode.
It's true. And
We're
actually,
in advance.
in
friends.
Fort Collins, we had a couple little flurries on Wednesday.
Wow.
Yesterday?
Itty
Or
bitty
Tuesday.
flurries.
Yeah, I had someone come in and be like, I saw snowflakes on the way over here. And I was like, wow.
Whoa.
So, it
Cool.
snowed.
There it is. All right, well. Well,
Anyways,
I
I
guess,
guess we should chat about this book.
I guess we should.
So again, friends, buckle up.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about chapters 33 through the end.
Sure are. Put your
Red Rising.
seatbelts on.
Wow, wow, wow.
If that was really cool.
Like, y'all.
If you're driving, be careful out there.
Yeah, especially if it's snowing where you're at.
Yeah, or if you were in a state anywhere or anything like Colorado roads. Because they be fucked up.
Yeah.
So be really careful.
It's not the roads, it's the drivers.
Well, yes.
Come on.
We also just don't have the infrastructure for all the people who are here.
Yeah.
So our roads are real congested. Everyone's being a jackass.
Mhm.
So if you have that experience, be careful.
Yeah, please.
And, eat a snack, maybe.
Yeah. Take a sip of your apple cider.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
Eggnog almost.
Blech.
Yeah, I'm not that big a fan.
Blech.
It's fine. And,
You could put on some fluffy socks and some slippers
yeah.
and get cozy
Yeah.
by a fire.
Just like cocoon yourself in a bunch of blankies.
That sounds lovely.
It really does. It's where I want to be right now.
Mm-hmm.
And listen in.
Yeah.
It's time.
Get ready.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
Well, the beginning of the section, Sarah,
Yeah.
was fucked up.
Was it? I don't really remember.
Well, we find out that Cassius found out that Darrow is the one who...
That was at the beginning of this section?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was
Really?
like the last chapter before the next part. Like we could have just tacked it on to last week's episode.
You're
but
right.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a whole like hubbub about how Leah got killed and Rogue was missing. And all of those things happened last week, end of last week.
Yeah.
And then this last chapter before the next part was Cassius finding out.
luring Darrow out to somewhere.
Yeah, he's
like, we
Rogue's
found
out
Rogue.
here, bud.
Yeah.
And lured him out into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I know, dude.
Yeah.
And Darrow's like, damn, bro.
Damn, how'd you find out?
Damn. And they have a duel.
Yeah, and I don't think we ever talked about this last week, but the Reaper, no, that's Darrow. Jackal sent a hologram, a holo to Cassius.
Yeah. And he got it from the proctors.
Darrow told someone to steal it from him because they were like going out on a mission.
Severo.
And so Cassius tells Darrow that when Severo went to steal it, he knew something was up, and then he watched it.
Yeah.
So
like he wasn't even going to pay it any mind.
yeah.
But because Severo was like, I want that shit, Cassius like, what?
What the heck?
Yeah. And he's pissed.
Yeah.
He is heartbroken.
Yeah. He's like, I called you a fucking brother,
Yeah.
dude.
Will you let me?
Yeah.
You deceitful motherfucker. I'm just getting Wanderlust vibes. Anyway.
I'm gonna put my dick in.
That's a quality movie.
I'm gonna put this dick in your bite.
Paul Rudd, guys.
Oh my goodness. I
if
love
you haven't
that
seen
movie.
Wanderlust, you should watch it. It's
You
pretty
have
good.
to. It's so good.
Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. But anyway, they have a duel.
Yeah.
Cassius is much better
Mhm.
swordsman than good old Darrow.
This episode's gonna be weird.
I mean, aren't they all?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And so Cassius ends up freaking stabbing him in the gut.
Yeah. And then he
he's
just
like,
leaves him.
goodbye. Well,
He's
yeah.
like, good luck, bud.
I mean, his entire intent was to off him.
I know, but like, wouldn't you make sure that you did before you just leave him there?
You'd think. But Darrow is not offed.
No.
He's on, in fact.
He is he is very on.
Because Mustang saves him.
She sure does. He like wakes up with her in a tent or a cave or something, and he's like, what the fuck?
He's all freaking groggy and
And
delirious. And
as
she's
he's
been...
waking up, he thinks that he hears EO.
Yeah.
But it's Mustang.
And he's like, damn, I wanted it to be EO.
yeah, he thinks he's like in heaven.
Yeah. But she's out here nursing him back to health, patching up his wound. And after several weeks go by and he is barely functional. It takes him a long time to be able to walk and do normal things.
Yeah.
And they start developing a bond through all of this. She brought him back to life. She's been on the run, hiding out ever since they took Minerva.
Yeah.
And so they're developing a little bond and talking about how best to win this game and what it could mean.
Mm-hmm.
And she's planting ideas about how, Mars was just too gung-ho and you were fighting conquistador. You were not... The slaves should be willing. The way you win is to get people who are willing to fight for you and not just collect and pillage and plunder and all these things.
Yeah, you want your army to trust you, not
Yeah.
all be slaves.
Right. You can't be like the one and only. And she
Mhm.
talks about, you have to have a head of the power that then has fingers coming off of it. She uses some
Mhm.
sort of metaphor about a hand or something.
Yeah.
And like all of those fingers need to be able to think autonomously also.
Mhm.
Like you have to delegate and not be the one who does everything.
Yeah.
And like give glory to others and, create
Yeah.
trust and hierarchy and whatever. And he's like, cool. And so
But
as they're surviving in the wilderness, trying to get like updates about what the hell's going on, I think he Mustang gets sick
oh yeah.
at some point.
Also, we forgot to mention, I don't know if it was as Darrow was waking up or after, but she's singing the song.
The song that Io sang.
The song that Io sang.
Oh my gosh.
And it brings up all sorts of feels for Darrow.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like when they really start to bond, because they like, he says the lyrics to her or something. She's humming it.
Yeah. She's like, I can never
And
remember
she's like,
the
I
words.
can't remember the words. And then he tells her all the words. So.
Yeah. And they're like using each other for body heat and, getting real close and
Snuggling.
comfy.
Yeah.
But at one point, Mustang gets sick, and Darrow's like, damn, I need to find her medicine somewhere. And he starts exploring.
Yeah.
And his proctor, who I still don't remember the name of. And it felt like it was at the front of my brain before I started talking about him.
Same. As soon as you said I don't remember his name, it said bye.
Bye-bye. He appears and creates like a shield around them that like no sound can come in and out of, and has armor. Like he's really well protected, floating on down. And Darrow's like, what the fuck, bro? Who told Cassius about this? And he's like, well, I mean, the proctors are being bribed to make sure that the Jackal, who is the Archgovernor's son, wins this game.
Yeah.
And so, they pulled strings and ended up getting it to Cassius to create trouble.
Yeah.
And says, like, there's no way anybody but him is going to win. Like, all of the other proctors are super hardcore about it. And if you try to step out of line, like, they'll cause you problems and all of this shit. And then he slips up in saying that, like, as soon as a house leaves the game, then the proctor's supposed to leave, too.
Yeah.
In Olympus. And Darrow was like about to back off, and he's like, so wait a minute. If I were to take out Apollo and whoever, they'd have to go then, right?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't be a problem anymore, right? And he's like, no, whoa. Slow
Settle
down
now.
Yeah. But also is like, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And in their interaction, he also finds out that if they like make contact, like, I don't know, touch hands or something, then he gets through the shield that he's wearing, the proctor is.
Yeah.
I feel like that ends up being important later.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
Yeah. But then Darrow gets him to give him medicine and leaves.
Doesn't he also give him, or maybe this is later, but doesn't he give him a blade or something that like fits on a ring?
Yeah, I think this was Darrow's blade from before the games. Like he returned it to him, and the Hymanthus.
Yeah.
The little Pegasus with the flower inside.
The flower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said it came from a friend, and I'm like, okay, is this Proctor working with like the Reds or whatever that created Darrow?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Anyway.
Yeah.
He gets those things and heads back.
Is this not when he beats him up? The proctor?
No, not yet.
Okay, that's later.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers! But he starts heading back, and on his way, like, I think he sees a camp for some shamed, which is like the people who became slaved and then decided to ditch.
Yeah.
Even though they'll be shamed in the aftermath.
Yeah.
And he passes this camp and sees that their trails head to their little cave.
And he's like, oh God, Mustang.
Oh my God.
She's in danger.
Yeah.
Must go save.
Sneaking up.
Yeah. And the dudes are like sitting on her naked body.
Like, hog-tied.
Yeah.
Eating all their food.
And they're touching her all weird.
Yeah, being just all around creeps.
Yeah.
And Darrow like shoots him with arrows. Shit. And Mustang is like, don't kill him. Like once he gets her untied and able to talk and clothed.
Yeah.
And they decide to go like tie him to some trees to let other people find them.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Something.
Oh. But yeah. Then Sarah.
Well, then he gives her the medicine and she gets all better. So.
She does get better.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. Wow.
Well, I guess there's more. Doesn't he, like, tries to sneak out in the middle of the night to go kill the guys tied to the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And Mustang wakes up and she's like, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't
and
really...
he's like, but
they're
give
gonna away our spot.
They're gonna, if someone comes and finds them, they're gonna tell them all our secrets.
Yeah.
And then they go out to do something and they're gone already.
I don't know. I think they just end up moving camp.
You're right. They just move. You're right.
Darrow and Mustang.
Well, yeah, I think they went out and the dudes were gone, and so they're like, okay, we gotta go.
I don't know.
I might be wrong.
I don't think they went out again. Like, Mustang stopped him from going back to see them. Because he was about to go off them.
Yeah.
Anyway, they end up moving camp. And then throughout all of this, they start, like, picking up shamed slaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just catching all the strays.
Yeah, but they're, like, giving them an option.
Mm-hmm.
I think they first run into, like, a handful, and they're all sassy.
Yeah.
And shit. And they're trying to get them to, like, fall in line, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, Mustang, she has her standard, the thing that can create slaves.
Yeah.
And she uses it to show them that she can, like, remove slave marks.
Yeah.
Because her whole argument is, like, you know, you shouldn't have slaves necessarily. Like, they should be people who want to fight for you.
Right.
And so she shows that she can remove it and then gives them her slave mark. Like, you can earn it, basically, if you want to come with us. I don't remember, like, the first group or, like, what ends up happening there.
I don't either.
Doesn't matter all that much. But freaking Darrow's on a damn mission to go and sack Apollo.
Yeah.
And Pluto or something. I think Pluto is the one that the jackal supposedly reigns from. But he's going after Apollo first.
Okay.
I think.
I thought Jackal was part of Apollo.
I think it's Pluto.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong. One of those.
Mm.
Anyway, he wants to take down 2 houses, guys.
Yeah.
And they start just gathering more and more people who end up, like, falling in line and helping out with camp and all these things.
Mm-hmm.
And they decide to go and take Apollo? Or do they take Ceres first?
They take Ceres first, I think. You're asking the wrong person.
They
think
do
they
take Ceres first. Yeah. So they know that Ceres has been under siege by both Mars and Jupiter or something. Like, Mars and Jupiter are head to head this whole time.
Yeah.
Freaking Cassius leading Mars and whoever else. And they've been fighting, like, silly battles. They watch them on the battlefield. Like, nobody's making any progress. They're both doing the same thing. Like, 1 step forward, 2 step back. And their tactics with Ceres are not working. And they're, like, staking it out. So all the while they're building their, like, army or crew or whatever, they don't have that many. But all of them, once they get initiated or, like, unslaved, they wear a pelt of wolf skin because that's what Mustang and Darrow have been doing. So they, like, blend in with surroundings and can be well hidden and whatever. Yeah. And they decide to attack Ceres during the day because they're most prepared for, like, night sieges. Yeah. And they, like, lay in the snow overnight with their wolf skins. Yeah. And just, like, wait for the prime opportunity. And have practiced this in fields and shit. Yeah. Where they have big packs.
Big packs.
Okay. There's a couple other steps.
Okay.
So they were watching battles with Mars and Jupiter or whatever. Yeah. And Pax, who's like a gigantuan guy from Big Pax.
I thought you meant like backpacks.
Big old backpacks.
Big old like hiking packs. Yeah, packs.
Yeah. He was part of Minerva.
Yeah.
So he was Mustang's person.
Yeah, he's the big guy who
Darrow dueled and won against.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he is one of Mars's slaves, and they're, like, staking out watching Mars and, like, set up this whole thing where they do some sort of, like, block a path, and Mars sends out slaves to go, like, unblock it or something. Yeah. Like, they have a whole ruse to get some people out there. Pax being one of them. Yeah. And they go and, like, take them all down, and there's a couple of, like, high golds or whatever. I don't remember what they call them. Who are Mars. They're not slaves. Yeah. And they just, like, leave them in the snow, but take all the slaves. And a lot of them are nervous. So they're like automatically like, yeah, we're with you.
Yeah,
Whatever.
we got you.
We don't want to be a part of Mars anymore.
Yeah.
And so then they go lay in the snow and wait for Ceres.
Yeah.
And they practice this whole stunt where the big guys that they have are propping a giant log up against the side of the like battlement, and they're sprinting up it.
Yeah.
Darrow, Mustang, and someone else.
Yeah. Severo?
The hell? They don't have Severo
They
yet.
don't
I
have
think.
Severo. No, you're right.
No. But they're just like whip on up. I think it's
Yeah.
Nyla or something. Anyway, they get up there and easily conquer Ceres.
Yeah.
Because they have just been making bread and getting soft in their castle.
They're all just getting chubby on all the freaking carbs.
Yeah. They haven't really actually been fighting. They've just been like holding out fort. And they make it easy.
Yeah.
Get in pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
And take a whole bunch of new people.
Yeah.
And I feel
And they
like
take their slave maker thing too, don't they?
their standard?
Standard,
Probably.
thank you. Yeah.
Probably.
I feel like they like collect them. You know.
Yeah. I don't know, but now they have gained all of Ceres.
Yeah.
And there's one guy in particular, Tactus. I don't
Mhm.
know if he's Ceres or Minerva. I think he must be Ceres, actually.
Yeah.
Because he starts kind of acting a fool.
Yeah.
He's like just being silly.
Uh-huh.
Acting like he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, like he's a lone wolf.
And then he goes and
You
tries...
don't answer to no man.
Yeah. And word gets back to Darrow that he tries to R-word a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And Darrow's like, ah, fuck, this is Titus all over again.
Yep.
Like, I've got to make an example of him.
Yeah.
But I can't have Ceres or whatever his group of people is turn against me.
Right.
So he's like, well, what I'll do about it. What does he decide?
Well,
Do you remember?
I do. I do indeed. He whips him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, after he does that, he's like, you gotta have some lashes, dude.
Yeah.
In front of everyone, obviously.
Yeah, you fucked
But then
up.
when he's done, he's like, all right, takes off his shirt. He's like, you gotta whip me now.
Because the pain of the group is
The pain of the...
like, whatever you do
one.
is my problem, too.
Yeah.
I'll take your punishment.
Yeah. And so then when Tactus starts whipping him, he's like, okay, you're being wimpy, dude. And he makes Pax do it.
I know.
And he makes them restart the count.
I know.
He's like going all out.
He made a big show of it.
Yeah.
Man. Darrow was making big moves.
Yeah.
And Mustang at the end of it all is like taking care of him and patching him up. And she's like, you made Pax cry.
Yeah. He's over in the corner now
he didn't
crying.
want to do that. And now he's crying. He's like, I had to make a statement. And it does end up working. Like, people start looking to him like, wow, he does have our best interest at heart. And,
Yeah, he's
will
like
lead
earning
us.
respect.
Yeah, respect on that name.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's wild. That's wild.
That is crazy.
I wouldn't be doing that shit. Good
Hell
for
no.
you. No,
I'm
thank
not trying to get whipped
you.
for you trying to artwork someone.
Yeah, yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. But then they go.
Yeah.
To take Apollo.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
But along the way, the proctor
Yeah.
for Apollo,
Yeah.
I think,
Mhm.
starts being a boob.
Yeah.
He's like coming
He's a
out
real
talking
wiener.
shit. They're like trying to put every blockade in their path on the way to take this castle because they want, victory.
Yeah. We also have learned too that they all wear rings to like show exactly where they are, and
Oh yeah.
they record stuff that's going on and broadcast it to the people.
Yeah.
And they're like editing footage to make it look like they're not interfering. The proctors aren't interfering with what's going on.
So
obviously.
all of the like recruiters or whatever
Yeah.
don't think it's been tampered with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we found that out a while ago when he
Yeah.
was talking to his proctor in the forest.
Yeah.
I still don't know his name.
I don't either.
But yeah, they've started to use that. I think at one point, like, the proctor told Darrow to not say anything because it could put everyone in danger.
Yeah.
Like, the other proctors would then come after them and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he does, like, all right, we need to have a ringless conversation, and
Yeah.
ends up filling them in about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so for Apollo, they have to, like, distract this fucking proctor because he's being a wiener.
Yeah.
And they end up, I don't know, Proctor shows up in the middle of like a meeting or a sit down. They're all eating or something.
Mm-hmm.
And is talking smack.
Yeah.
And Darrow like sends away Severo secretly.
Wait, when did we get Severo?
Oh yeah.
We haven't talked about that.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Do they go to Mars after series? He goes to Mars after series, not to take it though. He goes in and marks every like wall,
that's right.
all of the tables with his like
sigil.
sling blade or whatever,
Yeah.
the curved like reaping thing.
Mm-hmm.
He just puts his mark on everything to essentially give them the heads up that he is alive and out there. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's how we got Severo.
Yeah.
They end up encountering him somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
So Severo's here now, and all of his weird wolf guys.
Yep.
And he's got growing numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
He's building an army.
I know. Oh,
So good.
it's so good.
Yeah.
And then to take Apollo, they like plant a ruse where they're all sitting around a campfire or something to keep the Proctor distracted while fucking Pax and Severo, I think, go off and get in.
Yeah. They like storm the towers of Apollo.
Yeah.
And because they have some people now who were slaves of Apollo. And so, but they were shames or whatever that they encountered along the way. And they like told them secrets about how to get into their fortress.
Yeah, I feel like they were staking out Apollo for a while, like causing them trouble.
Yeah.
And Pax and Severo and friends get in while they're all around the campfire. And Apollo's like, what the fuck? And they like release the shield that keeps in sound or something.
Yeah.
And he can hear like a battle afoot. And so he starts to race back to the castle, and Darrow's like, you're not going to make it in time, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then Darrow goes, and they walk in and just take claim.
Yep.
I feel like he does some fancy shit. Guys, there's a lot in this book, and I'm just not going to try
to
get all of it. Like,
there's so much.
I'm giving you broad overviews of what I can remember of the density that it was.
Well, and it's so, like, there's so much happening that it's hard to keep track of how it happened. Like, in line, where did that fall, you know?
All I know is it's so good.
Yeah,
and it's so tactical. I really love what Darrow and Mustang end up doing. Like, it's nuts. But then, after they've got Apollo, they have to move on to Pluto, I think. I think that's
you're right.
Jackal's house.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And when they get there...
Is it Pluto or is it... Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's
doesn't
Pluto.
matter.
It doesn't matter. Whatever Jackal's house is, guys. Sorry. But when they get there, it's like... skeleton crew. Sorry.
You're fine. My goodness.
When they get there, it's like a skeleton crew.
Yeah.
It's like only 10 guys or something.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them comes out, like, white flag flying, saying, like, we surrender.
It's all good, dude.
All you got to do is make sure you don't make me a slave.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can have our shit.
Yeah.
No worries, pal.
Yeah. And get drunk with me.
Yeah.
Is that when this happens?
Darrow makes the whole ruse about getting drunk. Not the guy. I think his name's Lucian.
Okay.
Anyway, he's like, yeah, white flag surrender. We'll be friends and just don't make us slaves.
Yeah.
And they end up like having dinner. They all share their goods and spoils. And throughout all of this conversation, Darrow is like really interested in Lucian. He's like, this guy's way different than most people, and is like getting a read on him. Mm-hmm. And then he somehow signals the rest of his crew. They got a bunch of grape juice from somewhere.
Yeah.
And he signals the rest of his crew to like play along, to pretend they're all getting schwasty pants. And then takes Lucian or whatever into a different room, and he's like, I just want to talk to you man to man, brother, and like, you know, acting like they're buddies, trying to get information off of him. And then all of a sudden, freaking puts a dagger through his hand.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, hello, Jackal.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming, Sarah. Did you see it coming?
I didn't see it coming either.
That one shook me.
Yeah.
I was like,
what?
You don't say. Yeah. He's playing coy.
Yeah, he daggers him to the table.
I
so
know.
like Jackal can't move.
Yeah. And but he has like zero expression of pain, basically.
Yeah.
He's very like stone cold about it all.
Mm-hmm.
And all of his troops are like out fighting Mars and things, I think.
Yeah. I have to interject a little bit.
Okay.
And go back to the beginning when they first met this guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's Darrow and Mustang, and they're like chatting with him. And Darrow is like telling Mustang to leave, but she's being all weird about it. And then eventually she leaves. But there was a moment where she was weird, and so that's important later.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember when she comes in. I think it might be when he has the knife through his hand. Unless it's a different... It's probably when she first saw him.
Yeah, I think it was before.
Yeah.
Before they got drunk.
Yeah. Or something like that. I think it was when he had a knife in his hand, actually. Because she comes in, like, wondering what the hell's going on, but not giving away. Like, you can tell she's confused.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to talk to Darrow.
Yeah.
About something.
Okay.
And, I mean, she may have had a weird look before that, too. She's weird. There's something up.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're right, probably.
It doesn't really matter.
But then she comes in here, and he's like, no, go. And she, like, hesitates, too, because she's wanting to talk to him or something.
Yeah.
He sends her out. And then Pax comes in, and he's like, oh, shit, this is the Jackal? What the heck, man? And they all, like, wake up. They weren't drunk. They were kidding.
Yeah.
And Jackal's like, nice play.
All a ruse.
Yeah. Yeah, and they just talk it out about how, like, you know, he's like, I'm meant to win. There's nothing you can do. My dad's going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm the arch-governor's son, and I'm fancy.
But
And for some reason, Darrow's, like, strikes a deal with him that if he chops off his hand, he'll let him go.
yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. And Jackal's like, all right, bet.
Yeah, he's like, he's definitely not going to do that. He was trying to, like, get him to call a bluff.
Yeah.
And he sure does it.
Yeah, Jackal's like, okay, no big deal. Like, my brain is my most powerful weapon. My hands don't matter.
Yeah.
And he just starts chopping his own hand.
I know. And Pax is like, buddy, I can't deal with this anymore. And gives him a freaking blade.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh. It's terrible.
Ugh, it's so bad.
I know. And then he ends up getting out because that was their deal.
Yeah.
But
Darrow's
then,
like, I can't go back on my deal.
yeah,
He, like, debates offing him
I think
and not letting him leave, but then he's like, well,
I
shit.
actually think he decides not to, and then a proctor intervenes. Like, he's like, there's a moment where they both know that Darrow's not going to let him go.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And then all of a sudden, somebody comes in.
I think it's Apollo.
Oh, yeah, because he never left. Even
Yeah.
though his house fell, he didn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was also a point where Apollo tried to kill...
Oh, yeah, he, like, sicked a bear on him.
Yeah. Dropped him out of a tree and sicked a bear on him.
On Darrow, yeah.
On Darrow.
Some bullshit.
Yeah.
Apollo's a jerk.
And I think
They
we
got a lot of money in the
also
game.
have missed where the other proctor comes back at some point and gives Darrow the ring knife.
Oh.
And Darrow beats him up and steals some stuff from him.
Like armor or something.
Armor.
And leaves him in the Apollo
Yeah.
in a cell.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you, bud. You haven't helped me for shit.
I'm sick of ya.
You're annoying. Yeah. Anyway, Apollo rescues fucking Jackal.
Yeah.
And they end up, like, escaping. There's another proctor involved who's, like, carrying him up a hill and stuff. And
Yeah, I think it's Venus.
And
It doesn't matter.
I don't know. But Darrow starts battling Apollo
Mm-hmm.
and ends up taking him out.
Yeah, he kills him.
What the hell? You
Stabs
killed a
him in the
proctor?
eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
He stabs him in the eye and then is like, and I made sure to go up so that it killed him into his
Ooh.
brain.
Yeah, he took out Apollo.
Yeah.
And all of this is going down, and Mustang, they're all like, man, there's nothing we can, like, this game is pointless because there's freaking puppeteers up here,
Mhm.
and they're the fucking problem.
Yeah.
And so, they have a few grav boots between them all.
Yeah, because that's one of the things that Darrow stole from the proctor.
Yeah.
Was his grab boots, and he just whips them out.
I know.
We didn't know that he had stolen them up until this
No.
point, and when he whipped them out, I was like, oh shit.
Oh,
Hell
shit.
yeah,
Well,
dude. And he has armor.
yeah, because Apollo, like, lifted him in the air or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, ha, I can float,
Yeah,
bitch.
he was gonna throw him and kill him. And
Yeah.
Darrow said, nah.
Yeah, so I think they got another set from Apollo, and, like, I don't know, they've got a few between them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so,
he gave Pax the pair that he had because they were squishing or something.
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
There's
they
a
have
few.
2 pairs.
And so they start, like, taking people up to Olympus.
Yeah.
In shipments.
It's
It's like 4 of them at a time that can hang on to the freaking grab boots.
Mm-hmm.
And they're headed to the proctors.
Yeah, they are.
And they're taking specifically the freaking wolves first, all of Severo's men, because they're real sneaky and slimy.
Yeah.
And they just go up there and start raiding shit.
Yeah.
They're freaking, like, capturing proctors,
They're-
tying them up, beating them up.
capturing Olympus.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Oh my god. I
And
did not
Darrow's
see
like,
that shit coming.
no student's ever done this before.
No. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
And once they have it completely like airtight, like nobody's attacking them anymore. They're just raiding their armory and like getting all of these crazy blades and shit. And at one point, while they're doing all of this, Darrow sends Mustang down to get the jackal. With like a crew.
Yeah.
And after she goes, she's like, aye, Cap. They had like a little tiff before that where somebody said you couldn't trust her. Like, she's going to be the one to stab you in the back.
Yeah.
And then they had to talk about it. And he's like, when are you going to stab me in the back? And she's like, I'm not going to do that, bud.
Yeah.
And they make up, kiss, make up. They actually kiss.
They make out a little
They
bit.
make out a little bit. And he's like, all right, go get Jackal.
They make out to the point where Darrow's like, I just want to stay here all day.
Yeah.
I want to keep this going. And then he's like, whoa.
Whoa.
Settle down.
We just took Olympus. We got shit to do. Jackal's still running up a mountain. You got to deal with it.
I don't have time to put this dick in your bag.
Not today, honey. Yeah. But after the makeout,
yeah,
sends
he
her
sends her
away.
down.
And then I think his proctor shows up.
Uh-huh.
Where'd he come from?
Oh, he doesn't show up because he was in a cell. I think they go and get him.
Okay.
And he's like, you sneaky bastard.
Silly
goose.
He's like kind of proud of him, but
Yeah.
also like, you dick, you beat me up. And he then says that, oh, hey, by the way, your good old lovely Mustang is the Jackal's twin sister. What the fuck, plot twist?
I did not see that coming
Me
either.
neither.
Oh my goodness.
Remember the weird looks and stuff we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
How she was all strange around him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And he's like, God damn it. She's gonna betray
me. She's gonna go get, because she took his slave maker.
Yeah.
His standard. And he's like, well, shit.
She took a couple of them, I think.
Yeah.
But she dipped to go to get Jackal, and he's like, damn, they're gonna come and get us. So we gotta, like, do some shit before that happens.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna go down and take Mars.
Yep.
And takes Pax and others with him. No, Pax, when has this happened?
No, Pax. I think it's happened already. Does it? Yeah, because it's,
Maybe it was Jackal.
It was Jackal.
Before he escaped, after he had a knife in his hand, like, as he was out the door, he freaking stabbed Pax in the gut.
Yeah.
I think.
He stabbed him in the gut once and then was going to try to kill Darrow, too, and Pax jumped on top of Darrow and protected him.
There was, like, a big explosion from Apollo when he came to to get Jackal.
Mm-hmm.
Or something. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Pax got
Was
stabbed.
it Jackal or was it Apollo?
I think
it was
both.
probably Jackal.
I think
that
Jackal
did the
stabbed him,
stabbing.
and then the big rescue mission ended up with, like, explosions and somebody stabbing the living shit out of, literally living, out of Pax. Like, while he's on top
of Darrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about Pax.
Oh.
Ugh, Paxy.
Poor Paxy.
Well, they go down to Mars.
Yeah. Sans Pax.
Yeah, and Cassius is just resigned to his fate.
Yeah,
like,
he's
they don't
like,
even
I
have
can't
to fight people.
Can't
they
do
just
anything anymore.
Walk in, and Darrow goes to see him,
and
Cassie's like, I'm never gonna fucking forgive you.
Yeah.
So we're still enemies, bud. Next time I see you, you're not living through it.
Yeah, he like cuts his finger and licks the blood off, and then spits his blood at Darrow, and is like, "We're now blood enemies."
Yeah.
Guy.
I marked you, bitch. I'm gonna get you good one day.
Next time we're in the same room, one of us is not walking out of there alive.
Yeah.
So.
Dang.
Good luck.
Dang, Cassius.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
They take Mars.
Yeah.
So now they've got everything. I'm pretty sure. And they head back up to Olympus. And Mustang comes back, but she's not trying to fight. She says, hey, baby, I got the Jackal all bound up.
I don't think they went back to Olympus. I think they were heading to Pluto.
Okay.
And he's like getting ready to go in there and not do anything. I don't know. Confront her, but then she comes out and she's like, hey, didn't betray you. Love you.
Yeah. Yeah, so they've got the Jackal.
Yeah.
All is well. And then he's won the game. And I think they then go up to Olympus.
Yeah.
And that's like where all the proctors or the recruiters or whatever they're called come.
Yeah.
Like, we've never had this ceremony so high up.
Yeah. Yeah, they come in like sky boats.
Yeah. They're like, you definitely should not have taken Olympus, but like also props to you, pal.
First student that's ever done that. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Crazy asses.
I know. And everyone, like Darrow just talks about feeling so wildly discombobulated. Like you were just in war for however long. And then for what now? You're just like standing around like, good game, guys.
Yeah.
Like after you just spent time murdering each other.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
It is.
But now's the time they like get all cleaned up and have some sort of like banquet where all of these recruiters can like do their bidding. Like go start talking to different people to try to get them to be their apprentice and whatnot. And the first person who approaches Darrow is who?
I don't remember.
The Arch-Governor.
The Arch-Governor. I was like, I don't actually remember. I know it's a bad guy, though.
Yeah. Fucking Jackal's dad.
Yeah.
And Mustang's dad.
Yeah.
That guy.
That wiener.
And he's like, hey, so hear me out. I want you to forsake your name to become essentially a son to me.
Yeah. I'll give you everything you want.
I want you to be my knife. Like he wants him to come and fight for him. Like take out his enemies is the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
And Darrow's like, God damn.
I really don't want to do this.
The heiress or whatever, the people who created me and put me in this position, they would want this.
Yeah.
Like they want me to reach as high as I possibly can to get the most influence. And so like, yeah, I guess I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And he accepts it. He freaking does his whole Neely, I take your name thing. And everyone else is like, oh, rude. 'Cause he had so many people who wanted him.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty certain that's where we end up.
Yeah.
Which is a great ending for the first book.
For sure.
Because I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I
need to know what happens next. However, that's not what we're doing. So.
Not right now. Not right now, anyway. Not next.
Nope.
But damn, I really enjoyed this one. I was kicking.
You really got wily with those books and your feet.
I did. I got ADD about it. Yeah, no, that was a really fun read, Sarah.
Yeah. What did you rate it, Danielle?
Rate it, Sarah. I gave it a 5-star.
Oh my goodness.
What did you give it?
I gave it 4.5.
That's still good.
Yeah.
You want to tell me things?
Sure.
Tell me things.
I feel like you're probably gonna have more to say than I do.
Maybe.
Because
I didn't take any notes.
I don't feel like my notes are very thorough.
I didn't take any, so they're more
Great.
thorough than mine.
I really loved the writing in this book. I feel like it was super engaging and just good.
Yeah.
You know,
it
was easy to read, even though it was like a thick, chunky, super political, chewy sci-fi. It was still easy to get through.
Yeah. Like interesting enough to sit into it.
And I loved that there was like constant action. There was always something going on, but it never at one point felt like it was too much.
Yeah.
I loved the political landscape, and I loved Darrow's rage, I guess is the word. I feel like he was never whiny. Rather, he was filled with this just innate rage and need for revenge. Yeah.
Vengeance.
And yeah, that just, I love that the need for revenge powered him through the whole book, rather than him like even taking 1 second to be like, man, poor me.
Yeah.
That was
Life
good.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally all of the notes that I have for my good stuff.
Okay.
The only reason I took a 0.5 star away was because I feel like the world building could have been a little more.
Yeah.
Like there were points in the battle where I feel like the school battle yard or whatever felt a lot like Earth. And there were times where I like forgot that we're supposed to be in space and on Mars.
That's fair.
Because it just felt like the landscape with the snow and the whatever. It just felt very earthly.
Yeah.
And so I would forget that we're on Mars until someone talks about grav boots, and I'm like, oh yeah, low gravity. We're on Mars.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Yeah.
Actually. Just randomly, like, I can jump 3 meters in the air because I got freaking grav boots.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what?
Me?
Oh, right, space.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, but overall, I loved it. It was really good.
Yeah.
This is like the first sci-fi I've ever actually read. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. I don't know.
But you liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
Shit, yeah. I also really enjoyed it, obviously.
Yeah.
The writing is very good. I feel like he did a good job of it. It is super dense and chunky, but digestible.
Yeah.
It's such a unique concept. I really enjoyed the concept of this book.
Yeah.
Both from like a political landscape with the colors and the people and the different roles, etc. But I feel like it's also like when they first got put into this battlefield situation, I'm like, oh, okay, Hunger Game vibe. But like it wasn't that. Like it's so much more strategic and like, it's war. They are turning these high golds who sit on their asses and like, you know, are pampered into hardened warriors.
Yeah.
That should be able to rule whatever. Like they are the ruling power. And it's a very cool transformation and also just concept. The game is a cool concept. I love that.
Yeah.
I really like Darrow as a character. I feel like he does grow a lot throughout the story. I think he has a good arc. And I really, really enjoy what he and Mustang become together in the end.
Yeah.
I felt like that was such a cool way to go about it and very unlike what the society would expect. Like go against the grain, introduce democracy in some capacity. Like, you know, it was cool. And I do like the interplanetary stuff. I do hope that as you go on the series, you get more of that. Like because they've inhabited so many planets and moons and etc. We're on Mars, for God's sake. We're far away from Earth. Tell me about the rest of it.
Yeah.
And there was some like random little things thrown in about other roles, like other colors and what they do. And one of them is like a space fighter. Like they're up in space fighting. I'm like, who are you fighting? Tell me about that. Yeah. Like all of that's very cool. So I do hope that throughout the series that's expanded upon because I love space.
Same.
So give it to me.
Same.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like the world building was a little lacking.
Yeah, fair. I feel like the biggest focus for this though was just like getting Darrow's foot in the door.
For sure. Yeah.
And this huge transformation of him as a person and what that looks like. And and it gave you a very good picture of the current landscape, like political landscape.
Yeah.
And how they look at and feel about the people within their jurisdiction. And that was really cool. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Way different than most things I've read.
Yeah.
Which I love. I love when a book surprises me.
Heck yeah, dude.
Heck yeah, man. What did you guys rate this one?
Yeah.
We know lots of people who really enjoyed it, so.
Yeah, I don't think I have heard anyone say a bad thing about it.
No, because it slaps.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great.
Well, you know what?
What?
We're taking a real big left turn next week, friends.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
We sure are. We are going to be reading chapters 1 through 24 of Twisted Love by Anna Huang.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Great.
Good job. I'm proud
Thank
of you.
I remembered the chapter's title and the author.
Wow.
What a day. Mark it down. So yeah, read chapters 1 through 24. We're getting into a romance now, friends. We've only done one on the podcast. So we figured it was time for another.
Yeah, we've only done one once. You never finished your sentence. Oh, maybe you did.
I just stumbled over the word podcast.
I guess you said we've only done one on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, never mind.
Anyway, this is number 2.
Yeah.
So,
the first one wasn't a hit, so we'll see.
No, we really didn't like Icebreaker.
No.
But we'll see about this. It's all over TikTok also. But so is Icebreaker, and we're like, okay, why?
Yeah.
We also just are not big fans of contemporary romance.
No.
So hopefully this one takes a little bit of a spin.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have the whole series, so I have to read it.
We have to.
Plus, I'm looking for something light and fluffy after reading this.
That's fair.
And being in a book slump, I feel like romance is a little easier for me right now.
That is fair. Easier read than a chunky sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, read Twisted Love by Anna Huang.
Yeah. Chapters 1 through 24
for next week.
Well, Danielle.
Yeah.
What else are you reading right now? Or what did you finish? Tell me things.
Well, Sarah, this week I finished listening to Beyond the Wand by Tom Felton.
Hell yeah, dude.
Gave it a 4-star.
Woo.
I also listened to the entirety of Harry Potter and The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, it's my favorite. Okay.
and gave it a 4.5 star. I know. It's not a solid 5.
I'm salty.
I know you are. Relax. It's okay.
Okay.
That's weird. And then you know what?
What?
I am still free and reading The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I read another 100 pages or so.
Wow.
And then together,
Yeah.
we started Crescent City.
Yeah, we did.
By our good old Sarah J. Maas.
House of Earth and Blood.
That's right. We're 67 pages in.
Yeah, we are.
And it's very interesting so far.
Yeah, and we stopped at a really, really interesting part.
We sure did. It got juicy right where we stopped.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Wow.
Yeah. But what else are you reading?
Well, Danielle, I finished reading The Handyman Method by Nick Cutter and Andrew F. Sullivan.
Yeah.
I gave it 3 stars.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Interesting.
And I finished listening to When Life Gives You Vampires by Gloria Duke.
Uh-huh.
I gave it 2 stars.
Sorry. Sorry, guys. It's late.
I gave it 2 stars.
Damn. That was the most recent contemporary romance.
Yep.
And we're about to dig into one. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. And I started listening to It by Stephen King.
Hell yeah.
I listened to a whole 13% this week.
Yeah, you did.
So much reading.
Wow.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, shit. If you want to hear more about all of those books, then you can go check out our personal check-ins on YouTube. We do lots of book reviewing and otherwise.
Yeah.
And you can find us on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram at Books Cranies Podcast.
Yeah.
So go like, subscribe, and follow, and leave us reviews, and do all the things you're supposed to do.
If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the notification bell.
Hell yeah, man.
To get notified every time we upload a new episode.
Yeah.
Or a weekly reading check-in.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
other stuff we might do
Whatever
in the future.
We do. Shorts are there. We've got a lot of silly content.
Yeah.
So go check it out.
And if you're listening on a podcast platform, if you're listening on a podcast platform, please leave us a rating.
Yeah, please. It'll help us a lot.
I don't know if you said that in your spiel, but
I said give us a review. So
okay, well,
but basically,
fine.
But you could say it more better, more better. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for hanging out for some time.
Yeah.
And Twisted Love chapters 1 through 24 by Anna Huang for next week.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it,
dude.
Well. Have a good week, guys.
Have a good week. We love you.
We love you.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.
And goodbye.